Bergville is the, like, pretty chill world where eventually we'll all be able to play together once I get, you know, my PlayStation account or Minecraft account set up again. Still haven't got my Microsoft account set up fully yet. I really just, they don't want to play nice with me for some reason. I think it has to do with my laptop and the console and whatever, but outside of that, it's just been a day so far, y'all. We got a lot accomplished, sorta. Went around town, had a decent meal at Chili's. I'll post pictures of that in a while. Got my hair all done up pretty, because I was supposed to be hosting a show today with my co-host Forget-Me-Not, but Forget-Me-Not forgot our meeting and scheduled out other times. Family affairs came up, and, well, with her sister having a new roommate that she didn't want to be left alone with, I get it. But yeah, I didn't have a camera person, so after moving all my stuff for the bike into the big box to carry outside, I decided to just pack it all back in the box, since weather report still is saying that we're going to have rain. The sun's out, but it's predicting rain, so hopefully we'll get the bike stuff put on the bike tomorrow, because tomorrow is the first day of U Harley's Fall Festival, to be found in beautiful Osborne Park, next door in scenic U Harley, Georgia, where the hell is this now? But we'll be hopefully heading over there to possibly get a few good crowd shots and check out some of the fun events at this lovely free fall festival. Outside of that, whereas I reported earlier that Zed was feeling unwell, I am afraid that Zed is no longer with us. Zed being the Peter's Banded skink I've had for about 3 years, I want to say. He was a very good boy, and I believe a boy. He was a drop-off donation, and I mean, I don't know what else to say, y'all. He was a sweetheart. He stayed mostly to himself in his tank. The person I got him from didn't quite know how to take care of him. Not calling any, like, not being mean about it. They just didn't know what they were in for. I googled a lot about him and learned a lot about this rare little cool dude. And I'm not sure what happened to cause his demise. He could have just been older. I don't know what else to say on that one, y'all. I'm a little bit sad about it. Almost didn't stream. That's kind of why the biking stream fell through. One part I didn't have a camera person, but y'all know me. I've overcome worse. I was just gonna push on through with it, but with Zed having passed, I went ahead and prepared him for burial, and decided to find some happy, rather than struggling through to make a biking stream work. I decided to pack it in for the time. I don't know what's going on in Minecraft today, y'all. I don't know why it keeps giving me this little bar. I hope that y'all are still getting to see everything alright. I need to make some picks, and for picks I need to go get wood. Thankfully, sun is up, so let's go get us some wood and some picks. And Sasha Bear has just texted. I hope she's doing well if she is watching, or he is watching the stream, whomever. I'm still, you know, adjusting to having multiple social media kind of things. But yeah. All the rest of the pets are doing real well, and like the video I don't know if I did a video of that one or not. I don't think I did. Why? I don't think I did a video of that one. This morning I prepared kitten food specially for our little rescue Martina. And I don't know what's good. There's my axe. There we are. Aw. Thank you, Sasha Bear 19, for the follow. But yeah, and David and I went out and Like I said, got a decent meal at Chili's. Unfortunately, why is this game not wanting to? This is running laggy. I don't understand why it's lagging so bad, y'all. I hope I'm not lagging on y'all's end. Give me just a second. I'll share with you, why not? Share, cannot use this feature, okay. I don't know what to say other than I tried. That should be broadcasting to everybody. If not, I tried. PlayStation's being messy. But yeah, y'all, it's just supposed to hang out with Forget-Me-Not. Forget-Me-Not had to do something with her sister, which I get. And tomorrow, hopefully come hell or high water, we will get the stream done and head out to the Fall Festival. It's a free event, happens once a year in New Harley, Georgia. With the bicycle, I now have the legal right to cross the bridge, though admittedly crossing it will still be a bit treacherous. We're still going to get it done. And it'll be a fun little event. Hopefully I'll have enough change and stuff packed up to have me a nice little time and maybe get some bite to eat while I'm over there. And I'll do a little bit of field reporting there at the festival, just of anyone who wants to talk. Might even bring my little chessboard since it's there in the park, and maybe find somebody who wants to play chess. Who knows? But we will do something tomorrow, and if nothing else, I'll bring my crochet work, and we'll do a live stream of me crocheting in the park. Either way, I just want to try to entertain y'all as best I can. And right now it feels like, you know, almost feels like the world's trying to keep me from entertaining y'all, but I'm trying my best to still put on that happy face. Throw on that clown makeup and kick ass best we can, you know, y'all? And that's kind of what most of my whole motif and attitude behind the channel is. In staying in a fellow positive-ish vein, I was rocking my jacket today, the punk rock one that I made with the cultural land symbols and the fun buttons. What the hell now, Minecraft? That didn't sound good. That didn't sound good at all. I'm gonna get killed off by something just taking advantage of all this lag time the game's giving me. I hope this isn't some kind of new feature they're keeping, because quite frankly, I could live without this. Okay. I was gonna try to move this to where I could get that. And let's put a hay bale down somewhere. Probably here. There's any old where here. Is it me? Am I just over-expecting this system? As I said, I don't want to complain about the game I'm playing, y'all, because that's lame. If I'm going to complain about it, I might as well switch to something I'm not going to complain about. Which I might very well do here soon. I'm going to be switching to Soul Calibur if this game decides to keep lagging on me. We'll just uninstall, reinstall, and come back to you tomorrow fresh and ready to go. That's it, y'all. I don't want to be a downer, and I know some people like this IRL, like, real-life drama stuff. I want to give y'all what you like. Mostly, I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bummed about Zed. He was a good boy, and while most people don't understand and will just think, oh, it was just a lizard, I mean, yeah, but not really. I mean, yeah, I had to wash my hands every time I touched him. That just comes with the part of having reptiles. I hate to tell you all this. If you got reptiles and you're not washing your hands, you're exposing yourself to salmonella. But he was still just a cool little dude. And I will say, at least on the plus side of it, before he passed, he did get to enjoy some time outside digging around in the real dirt. It just, whatever it was, hit him hard, hit him fast, and got rid of him quick. It was depressing. It was just, he was so weak this morning, and I figured, okay, well, maybe his heat lamp burned out and it wasn't doing its job no more. So normally when that happens, I take him outside, I walk him around a bit, held in my arms in the sunlight, and he perks back up. As soon as he starts trying to escape my arms, I go ahead, bring him back in, let him have his tank, and usually throw a few crickets or a roach or something in there for him to eat. And he was so sluggish, I felt, and normally, y'all, I couldn't set him down. It's like, if we go outside for him to have some sun basking without, like, being in a carrier sun basking, I would go out, because normally I'd put him in like a little cage carrier sort of thing to where he's getting sunlight, he's enjoying himself, but he can't get away and nothing can get to him, you know? But he was just so sluggish, and I thought, what the hell could the harm be? So I just found a bit of soft dirt out there and let him loose. He dug around a little, made a little lizard-style dirt angel, and then just sort of passed out in it. So I picked him up, taking my cleanest part of my nail I had, I gently lifted his eyelid to make sure, checking very carefully, because as a Peter's Bandit skink, he prefers to be under the dirt. He's a burrower. That's why when he first hit the dirt, or when I first let him off loose into the dirt, he tried to burrow. But I hear him, I just don't see him. But there they are. But being that I saw that he couldn't burrow, I knew it didn't bode well. So like I said in the stream, we basically set him up with an outdoor tank, taking a container, poking several holes along lots of different areas. And when we went in town, we were shopping around for him an outdoor tank specifically for sunbathing. But in the time we were gone, he unfortunately passed away. It's, like I said, just got him prepared for burial. We'll probably do that sometime after the fall festival. For now, he is preserved, and he will be, it'll be alright to give him a couple days if need be. It's just fucking bummer, you know, y'all? And after I get off this stream, I will likely be heading on down the hallway to where his tank is, and I'll be emptying it out completely, cleaning everything, and basically his tank will turn into storage for now, possibly for beads and art supplies. That's it. It's, unless someone else is in need of me rescuing theirs, and I hope not personally, that's it, it's a bummer. It's kind of occupying most of my brain. Which is kind of bad, because a whole bunch of bullshit happened in the U.S., and none of it's good, y'all. Nothing great happened that I can tell. Community-wise, we got some good shit going on. Community-wise, we doing great. Hopefully your community's doing well. But country-wise, it's sad, y'all. It ain't good. And household-wise for me, we had a productive day. Rental car goes back tomorrow, and David will go back to hunting for a car that he likes that is affordable. And honestly, I hope he finds one that he likes. I just, you know, not my bag. Not judging, not like, just not my bag. I get cars are important, and being that he needs to drive it, and it needs to operate for him, you know. I get the need to be cautious and get the right car, you know? I'm not holding nothing against him there. Honestly, if I was upset with anyone, it'd be the salesperson that sold his vehicle after promising it to him. But even on that one, it's, you know, American business, first come, first served, da-da-da. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Chili's was good, but clearly it gave me some of them hiccups. Okay, Minecraft is being unplayable for some reason. I don't know why. Quite frustrating. Quite frustrating indeed. And what's weird about it, y'all, is I don't have anything but vanilla Minecraft installed right now. I don't even have, like, advanced... There we go for something. I don't even have, like, advanced armors or any... nothing. Just basic, bare-bone Minecraft. But for some reason, with everything that I touch or try to do, it gives me this loading screen. Game's crashing out on me, y'all. Game's crashing out on me. Alright. Let's build a few more iron golems, or a few more golems. Nah, I'm kidding. Honestly, let's put another set of armor in the corner there. And then we'll probably build some copper. We might build some copper fencing or some copper, whatever this is, grating to set up. Good God, Minecraft, what the hell? Okay, y'all, this is unbearable. There we go. I don't know what the hell is going on with this friggin' game today. And then boots, and that should be that. That should... We'll make a few bars. Enough to definitely get some light going to the side there. And then we'll turn the rest into just straight blocks. Perfection. Alright. As I said, y'all, I'm gonna find something to play to entertain y'all, if nothing else. I just know that Minecraft, according to the analytics site, is the most popular game y'all like. So we're gonna try to keep it going on the Minecraft for you, you know? Okay, well, does it only get one hand? Okay, I guess. Alright, guys, here, take the sword and let me add the almost broken shield. I wonder if copper shields are a thing yet. That does not appear to be a possibility. I'm gonna keep with the no beds just for the moment. Hard a choice as that is at the moment. But few of those. Alrighty. Oh, duh. Let's put these slabs to use. Go. That'll do for the moment, I reckon. See, we're gonna put these slabs into a pair of stairs, or a set of stairs. Okay, no, it does not work as stairs. At least not effectively. Not effectively at all as stairs. But that was a bust. They'd work better as outdoor stairs, I'm sure. Alrighty. Let's see if we can find and plug into all that copper I've already built on the outside as a sort of grow room. Oh yeah, this one's already up. Alright. Get some bars down and see if we can tap into that other side. That's not too bad, I reckon. I just feel like this game's about to crash out bad. Alright, let's just start there. Hello, hello, dear viewer. I hope your viewing experience has gotten better than when this stream first started. It was a bit laggy to start. Well, at the start, I should say. Okay. Alrighty. Got horses, got water. Hey, we actually have dirt. Unintentional, useful side effect. That, oh yeah, it is dirt. Is that dirt or granite? Because dirt's useful in what we need. Granite, not so much. Our way down. And we'll go this one. Shit. I guess this would be a bad time to tell you all about a Jet 2 holiday. Ta-da. Alright, well, I'm going to enjoy a bit of Hannah streaming so as not to exploit her hard work as a diligent and very good streamer. I'm going to go ahead and go radio silence for a bit. If anyone does pop in and want to talk, feel free to talk. That's kind of what we're here for, fam. Outside of that, I done blattered on about my day. Hopefully I'll have better notes for y'all here soon in the future. And, you know, better podcasting stuff. I almost jumped into that water. That would have probably killed me, because that looks like ice from up here. But yeah, y'all, not every stream, unfortunately, is going to be a hit, but we do always try to bring y'all something to entertain you and make you smile if we can. And I do apologize for lacking in the wind-up today. That was unintentional. Hey, what up, Jade? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright. Been a bit of a stressful day, but for the most part it's been productive and we got some good stuff done. Also, I just realized I should probably be running. Hit. Oh, will we make it this time? Not if we don't pick up the pace, we won't. That's a very good question. Sometimes I get stalker watchers. It's cool. Sometimes I think that the stream might count one viewer as two. That should be all that. Let's head back down below. But on our way, somewhere, right? Proper state. Also, some of the Brady's. For all the beige ones out there. I don't understand y'all, but you know, we'll beige up a bit for you. Honestly, I kind of wish they'd give us more colored blocks, but at the same time, we've got enough right now to be able to make like full pixel art pictures, so it's like, I feel like it's sort of not really anything worth complaining about. But I still wish like we could make different colors. Oh, I appreciate you, Jade. But some people are just, bashful. Also, some people, according to the algorithm, might be watching me on their television sets. And if that's the case, I wouldn't imagine it'd be very easy to type over a remote. But then again, I could be very mistaken. As my body keeps informing me, I am the old, so... we got 2 viewers now. But I appreciate all y'all who come out here. And I do apologize for not being in much earlier today. I do know I promised y'all a morning wind-up, and chaotic things happened. I am 37. Sorry, 36 for at least a few more days. I will be 37 on the 15th. Someone sent a voice message to one of my groups, and I don't quite know how to answer that. Like I said, I'm still learning this whole console thing. I never expected to see a PS4, and now I'm sitting here getting ready to possibly get a PS5 here soon. Yeah, I sometimes will get like a bunch of viewers in that don't really do a lot of chatting, but I mean, I'm not going to knock it if they just get entertainment out of watching the stream. I sometimes figure on the no mic episodes I could just be background noise for somebody doing something else that just wants to hear passive Minecraft music and noise. And I will level with y'all, one of the reasons that I've been so delayed is this morning my lizard, well, Peter's banded skink of an undeterminate age, was not feeling well. We did what we could, but unfortunately he has passed. So I had stories pulled up. Long and short of it is, if you're annoyed by drones in your yard, it is illegal to shoot at them. I made note of what actual, drone regulations and laws are. If you have a drone on your property or whatever that's doing weird stalkery things, you can call your local law enforcement, and according to the Google and the Smithsonian website, they should respond in kind. But, I mean, there was more to it than that, y'all. There was a lot more, I wrote a couple jokes in there. Forgive me, Zed was just a Peter's banded skink, but he was also a good friend, and I'm gonna miss the little guy. In other news, there was I'm almost done with the Dart Tournament of Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm shocked as hell because Buil, the character that is most known for having Goku-style weighted armor and never speaking throughout the entire show, he actually was a bit of a chatty Cathy, but 2 episodes. And in one of those 2 episodes, he died. So it was I get where the stereotype comes from, but Buil actually had a pretty cool voice, and I wrote down who the voice actor was, but those notes are elsewhere now. Sorry, y'all, I'm a bad host. I'm just, above all else, I'm always going to try to be honest and level with y'all about things. So it's if nothing else, I come here for the realism, Best I can say is don't stop trying, It's like a few days ago when I tried to ride into town and do the footage of the ride. It didn't really work out that good, plus I had to keep pulling off to the side because of drivers, so it was but you know what I did? I just pulled up, figured out what I needed to do. I still had to get all the stuff to the library, so when I'd get run off the road, I'd just stop, catch my breath, grab the bike, throw it on my shoulder, keep hiking. The only reason I could do that was I have one of those street bikes with nothing like advanced to it much. Now that I got a bunch of stuff to add to it, I probably won't be able to just throw it over my shoulder as much. Then again, who knows, maybe I will. I've been trying to do a heavy tank build for myself for quite some time. Mostly because one of these days, y'all won't be getting many video game streams at all for about, I'd say maybe 3 months. 3 months is the time I'm going to give myself for it. But I'm going to try to take on the Appalachian Trail Challenge from one end to the other. I'm going to try to one-shot it. I don't have that much gear yet, and I've been trying to build it up, but we will see what we can do. That's the big dream for the channel. I've had that dream since I started this channel. And when that happens, like I said, y'all, it's going to be the real testament to everything I've been studying. Foraging stuff, maps, how to, like, communicate with people better. And hopefully those live streams y'all come out for in, like, big numbers. Because at that point, we'll be going purely on donations from viewers like you and gumption. But until then, you know, sit back, relax, enjoy the streams. I've still got plenty of video games to entertain y'all with. And I'm still working on, like I said, how to film, how to edit. Those last 2 shorts I want to say that came out had some extra time put into them, and I hope that it was noticed. Not fishing for compliments or nothing like that. I know they're still kind of crap, but I'm still learning, you know. Every advance when you're starting something out is a learning opportunity. And people need to, like, expect that when you're trying new things. Don't expect that you're going to come out of the gate and be, like, the greatest. Most of what actually having hobbies like this is... Wow, that was way too many of that one particular word. But most of what powers hobbies is the fact that you try, fail, try different, fail again, try better, and fail less. Like I said, y'all, trying to pull up the spirits where I can. I'm always on them, usually not too far off, but you know. And not to fret, Dean is still doing well. Hopefully at some point tomorrow I'll be going to get him a new little roommate for his tank. He is a micro squirrel, and since the person who dropped him off at the house didn't get him a mate or a housemate, I have to find him new roommates, because micro squirrels are social creatures by nature. It took a while to find the right group, but I think that feeder mice make a wonderful friend for them. You gotta get the small ones that don't get much bigger, like the feeder mice designed for, particularly young constrictor snakes, but the live feeder mice, I'll typically find a good feed store like the one that I've got now. I'll show up and they'll pick me out the sweetest, nicest feeder mouse in the group, and then I'll carry him home, and Dean will get a new friend. He'll keep a friend for about, well, Sam lived for about 2 years, which I was astounded by, but happy for, and I'm hoping to maybe get 2 to 3 years out of the next one. I'm not sure what I'm going to name him yet. Hopefully it'll be a boy, but I don't think that a micro squirrel can breed with a feeder mouse, so I don't think I have to worry there. My main concern with getting something like, say, a dwarf hamster, which would be his equal size, is while he's a super friendly fella, I don't want to put someone in there that he's going to be aggressive towards, or that'll be aggressive towards him, you know? Plus, he's a micro squirrels, being of the specific rodent squirrel family, he's a social critter by nature, so it's like, I need to at least get him a roommate of some kind. Problem is, I don't know any sanctuaries that could take him, so I can't afford a $600 tiny mouse. Best I can do is, you know. Oh, thank you, Rubbery Desire 97 and one other player. I kind of wish Sony would, like, tell me who you are, but, you know. I give proper shout-outs to anyone subscribed on YouTube when you subscribe, because YouTube actually, like, lets me see your names and all, most times. And I do appreciate anyone subscribing. Like I said, that's, like, the one thing I ask y'all to do for me if you can, other than, like, whatever you can do in your community to help out your community. But liking and subscribing, that's just a really great way to help me out. It lets YouTube know that you like my stuff and you'd like to see more of it. Just lets me do what I do better. And like I said, to the best of my ability, I'm never gonna, like, charge for the stream. Hopefully you'll never see ads on my stream. If you do let me know, and I will try to fix that, because you shouldn't be seeing ads. I make the conscious decision not to run ads because we try while we're not a CO13. We're not a charity officially by any stretch of the imagination, but one day maybe. Also, you know, y'all, if I don't need money, I'd rather not get money. I kind of don't like the stuff, if I'm to be honest with you. I like some of the things it can get me, but I've never been a big fan of greed. If you gave me money right now, for example, I'd probably put it into bird seed, wild prairie seed, maybe some new filming equipment for the bike so that I could start doing the, like, streams. Because I can mount y'all on my handlebars of the bike using the phone. The problem is that that kit costs too much at the moment for me to get. It's like 19 bucks. But I do... That's not good. But I do have a piece that'll let me... Can I just hit a button and let y'all see it? You should be seeing it via YouTube right now on the live stream. We will work on that. Like I said, y'all, I'm still learning the nitty-gritty of it, because I, be honest with you, never thought I'd be this connected to technology. I thought I'd be living as a hermit deep in the forest by now. They took away my forest chat. I can't just vanish and live like a hermit. They will drag your ass back to society. Don't ask me how I know. It was a sad day that day. Gotta pay your taxes, chat. Gotta pay your taxes. They get real upset if you don't. You're saying you don't need nothing that uses taxes? Well, that's too bad. Pay your taxes, chat. You're not allowed to just go vanish and live out of a tent. Society get real upset with you doing that. And I kind of miss video games. I'll admit it. I kind of miss video games. My books were wonderful, and the quiet and studying the animals around me was fun, but I did kind of miss the Minecraft. There's just something so zen about getting to dig into the earth like this and not dying in the process. Also, if you watch the shorts of me doing my hair and you could ignore the lack of cleanliness in my bathroom, I am working on that, y'all, but I do share that bathroom with 5 cats and typically 3 dogs and 1 person, so I do my best, y'all, but I am but human, you know. I promise if you notice anything like, oh, that's black mold, yeah, let me know then. That I need to know about if I've missed out on something like that. I don't want to be J.K. Rowling or nothing. But as far as like, oh, there's a lot of muddy paws on your... Yeah, that's because we have cats and dogs. And their lives are shorter than mine, so I typically let them have rule of the roost when it comes to what they do, you know? as long as it ain't gonna hurt them or get them sick. Oh yeah, I was also gonna talk about the Hassan drama. Like I said, y'all, I don't think he was tasering his dog or shocking his dog. I don't think shock collars are a good thing. I do understand in some scenarios where they can be a training tool, but I can understand it academically. I could never, like, even on Alice's wildest days, I would rather wrestle her than put her in a shock collar, if that makes sense. Now, that being said, I'm not gonna, like, oh, you used a shock collar on your dog once and one of those invisible fences? Well, you're a horrible animal abuser. No. That, again, y'all, we all do our very best, and unless you're just openly, maliciously doing something that hurts your animal, my assumption is you did something accidentally, you know? I'm not going to just assume you were out here trying to hurt your pet. And I give Hassan the same level of generosity, credibility, whatever you want to call it. Again, y'all, also the idea that he was doing it because, oh, he keeps his dog on that little pad to keep viewers watching. Again, y'all, not that I would do it, but that's some shit that someone my size would do. But when you're Hassan Piker's size, you don't need a dog to get people to come see the stream. Like I said, I find it ridiculous that this was in my news feed like it was something. And it just kind of goes to show how the news is... Well, again, when I was younger, not to do the grandpa moment for y'all, but back in my day, we had a news cycle, and then like at 8 o'clock, the news would just be repeating itself. There was nothing new to report. Now, yeah, there was still shit going on, but nothing new would be reported unless something wild happened. Like, you know, a terrorist attack, a school shooting, something like that would get the news' attention. But it wouldn't be like the FBI meme posting 24/7. This celebrity's very upset at this beer company. None of this shit. That was all Entertainment Tonight, and you had to wait until around 7 to 8 o'clock for that to air. It seemed a bit simpler because nowadays everyone's right there. They're right on that bleeding edge. The problem is that, again, you get feeds like, oh, Hassan Piker tasered his dog. What? Oh, he used a shock collar on his dog. Well, according to this, what he had and didn't use, but had, was a TENS unit collar, or basically you can use it for problematic dogs, dogs that bark, dogs that get off lead. And it's not a shock, it applies, I don't know if y'all know what a TENS unit is, but it makes the muscle tense up by giving it a low-grade vibration. It's sort of like if you've ever been to a laser tag. The way the little vest vibrates when a laser hits the button, like that. But it's nothing like a shock collar. In fact, when my cousin had that for his dog, who he was trying to train for off-lead, we tested it on ourselves before we ever put it on Colt. Like, he put it in the palm of his hand, I put it over my arm, then eventually one of us put it on our neck just to, again, I'm not going to use something, and neither was he, on his animal that we would be afraid to use on ourselves. Now, he's since changed his attitude with other dogs, and he's started, like, getting into the whole bite chains, the ones that'll put, like, again, not stabbing pain, but like a negative pressure if the dog pulled, the anti-pull lead. He got into all that stuff. I never have, but I have a decent amount of upper body strength, and if my animal can overpower me, well, that's a sign that I need to make sure that animal is really well trained. Because again, y'all, it's never the dog's fault. I stand hard in that camp. It is never the dog's fault. If your dog does something to me, you train that dog poorly, or that dog had bad training, as far as neglectful training. It's never just a dumb dog, a mean dog. It's usually the dog's environment or directly the dog's training. Aw, thank you, Morrow213, Riv, and I could not see the other one. PlayStation does not like me reading them out, I guess. But I'm very appreciative. The other side of that is just, don't jump on the bandwagon, even when, and I realize for Hassan that's an easy bandwagon to jump on. But for me, for example, I'm trying to avoid the Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk shooting whatever. I'm trying to avoid that because I genuinely don't think Candace Owens is doing it for clout or anything of that nature. I think she cared about him, but I think in the current politically charged environment, we're probably not going to get any actual justice out of this. And yes, for the record, just to settle that particular score, I do think that it is regrettable that Charlie Kirk was murdered. I'm not going to cry, I'm not going to be sad, he was an asshole. But we should stand as a society and say just being an asshole shouldn't be a death sentence. Now again, that being said, am I going to fucking openly weep it? No, fuck that shit. But like I said, it's still your daily reminder, at least here in America, where we have more guns than people and no health care to speak of. Yeah, folks, don't shoot people you disagree with, please. I mean, at this point, I'd say don't debate them much either, because debate really doesn't do anything. Let's try to, I don't know, be nice to each other anywhere we can. Try, fail a lot, but try to give the benefit of the doubt where we can. And understand that sometimes, yeah, we're just in the wrong. Now, when it comes to human rights, stand 10 toes down. You're not in the wrong over human rights. Nobody's free till we're all free. But on, like, well, I don't know, maybe the old Star Wars wasn't so bad. Maybe it wasn't, I almost said bad animation. Honestly, that was fucking amazing animation for its time. But maybe it wasn't just smelly puppets and fun hair. Maybe there was something deeper there. And maybe the new ones aren't that bad. Maybe they're just trying to sell toys to kids, like every other young Star Wars thing is. I keep getting invited to a party by Echo Ego, and while I appreciate you, I will eventually respond to those when I'm live streaming. I tend not to respond to the messages on PlayStation, only because nobody can see what I'm typing or doing. I don't know if you would want them to, but no one can see it, and it just sort of stalls out the entire performance, you know, the entire show. I do appreciate you messaging me, and I will get back to you ASAP if you're messaging from in chat, but this is kind of a one-man show, so in order to respond to you, I have to postpone everyone else, so I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to be rude to nobody, and I don't want to get off track on the game, because then I will get off track. What else was there? I'm sure Israel's committed some new war crime in the time that I've spoken by now, but I mean, in the rare chance they haven't, way to go for not killing children for a few seconds. Proud of you. Let's try to keep that trend up. Like I said, y'all, I want to try to make this sort of a wind-up, but also sort of not, because it's too late in the day to get that fucking frustrated about anything. Also, let's all face it, as just you and me, people here on the internet land or in Sony land, me, you, personally, we can't do much. I mean, that's not to say you can't do nothing. All of us get together and we can change entire systems of power overnight. But that's all of us, left, right, center, working together. And that shit just, I'm not going to say it don't happen. It has happened before. It has happened in dramatic ways. But I don't know if we're going to see it happen right now just because the system itself seems to be made in such a way that it's just not going to happen. I mean, back in the day, grassroots movements could be formed because you'd have, like, for example, the rednecks. A majority of rednecks are conservative-leaning. They're very religious people. They're very hardworking, very salt-of-the-earth type of people. And most of the time, they're good people. The Republican Party preys on them because of their eagerness to work and their belief in the whole, again, Christian, salt-of-the-earth nature. It's like how I can get along with Christians all right. I'll never get along with a Christian nationalist. But again, that's just me, y'all. If you can, I advise to try to find a way to find middle ground. Because so long as we're all buried in our own little encampments and our own little trenches, all that's going to happen is the rich assholes are going to get richer. We got to find a way to get the money out of their hands and back into our own. Or ideally just destroy it. I mean, I will never be against just destroying the money completely. Uprooting the system of power by just, like Daenerys Targaryen promised and then failed to deliver on, by destroying the wheel itself, by breaking the system. It's abusive and it kills people and hurts people. Well, that sounds like a system that needs to stop then. But again, trying to fight the system of power from within the system of power seems to only be an exhausting affair. Best we can do is day to day, don't burn yourself out, but little acts of kindness and rebellion. When you see somebody struggling, give them a hand rather than helping the system to make them struggle more. I mean, there's more than once I've seen somebody on the side of the road with the homeless vet, anything helps, God bless, whatever cardboard sign asking for help. And if I have change, which I rarely have now because everything's digital, but if I have change, it doesn't matter how much, I just go ahead and give them whatever change I've got. Because, oh, well, I've heard a few of them get into Cadillacs, and yeah, I hear you, one or two of them might be exploitative assholes that are just parasitically existing in the system. Hey, but you know what's more than likely happening? That homeless motherfucker's looking for a place to crash at the end of the night that they aren't going to get viciously murdered or worse. So, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe they're an asshole and going to jump in a caddy and go live a life that's better than mine. But on the very likely off chance that they're not, and that's not a real thing, I'm going to go ahead and give them what I can spare. Because, not to toot my own horn, that doesn't give me any bonuses. Just as many of y'all can say, yeah, we'll fucking prove it. And I won't be able to, because if you're recording the person you're doing charity for, it's not charity, you're getting something out of it. But at the same time, it doesn't mean I don't do it. Try to disprove the fact that I am kind when I can be. And that's the kind of attitude you gotta take, because for every kind person that tries to make a difference, there'll be at least one asshole saying, well, you ain't special, because if you're special, that means I'm an asshole. And yeah, y'all, sometimes we're just assholes. Don't be too hard on yourself, because you're also a byproduct of the system we find ourselves stuck in. But, you know, try not to be an asshole. Just seems to be a good way to be. Man, I guess I can talk about Qatar. Hey, who wants to go party with the people that did 9/11? Mr. Beast does. Bill Barr does. Several other acts and actors. They want to go party with the fucks that did 9/11. Surprisingly, large numbers of the right wing, which just go to prove they are racist, but the color they're racist against isn't always brown. The one they really like is green. Because again, oh, well, we're being good, we're being inclusive. No, you're not. You're selling out for Qatar. And it's kind of interesting to see which side of the fence people fall on, because it'll either be, someone going, oh, well, ain't those the people that chopped up that woke journalist? Which they totally fucking did, and murdered them. Pulled them out of the hotel in a small suitcase for the world to see, an American journalist. But yeah, that's totally cool to go party with them, y'all. They are totally reformed, not to worry. The president says they are awesome friends. And we all know that Donald Trump only has the best of the American people in mind. That's why he crashed our economy not once, but twice. See, I can still include the wind-up. We still got it. I'm just... Again, y'all, I'm trying not to just scream nonsense at you from the other side of the internet to keep that ball going. I'm trying to find ways to get y'all to be spurred into positive action. Realize that your ops never take a day off. If you're a religious person, the devil's the hardest worker you know, and he never takes a day off. So what you doing, homie? If you're a non-religious person, well then understand that... Oh, what is the proper term for this? I wanted to say nihilism, but that's not the word. Entropy. Understand that entropy comes for us all, and if you're not moving and fixing against entropy and fighting it, you're dying. Act accordingly. But above all else, y'all, take time, as we're coming to the end of the day here in Georgia where I'm at, to just reflect. What have you done today? And by that, it's not a call out, it's not a challenge, it's not a you're useless. You've done things. Think about what you've done. Every interaction you've had, everybody you've dealt with, you made a difference today. Whether or not it was good or bad, that remains to be seen. But you made a difference, and you should feel some level of accomplishment in that difference. Like I said, y'all, we live in a very harsh reality that is ever constantly trying to kill us. Our mother, Mother Nature, is a very, very mean bitch sometimes. And she inevitably wants us all to join her in the entropy of time, where nothing can harm us and where the fungus will grow from our dead bodies. Fight that entropy, friends. Stay alive with us. As hellacious as it can be sometimes, it's always better on this side of the dirt. And for that, I'll, as cold comfort and as little good as that is, I suppose, do take that with you. It's always better on this side of the dirt, and you've done something, friend. Never let that negative voice in your head win. Even on days where you don't feel in your mind you've done shit, you've inspired, you've inquired, you've gotten someone's attention doing something. Because there's always somebody watching you. There's always somebody either waiting for you to fall or hoping to cheer you on when you succeed. Well, friend, unless you're like a hardcore Republican or something, I'm cheering for you to succeed, friend. I'm cheering for us all to make it. I'm tired of being told who I'm supposed to fight and who I'm supposed to be happy with. I just want to see everybody make it. I just want to see us all make it home at the end of the day. Because we're all trying to either get home or get to a home that's ours. And it's going to take a degree of softness to make the world a nicer place. How do I put this properly without just rambling for another hour? Y'all familiar with the prisoner's dilemma, or the gambler's paradox? Because it really is, especially if you're a member of the LGBTQIA+, or a kid in this environment, or, like myself, you're just one of those random queer little anarchists. It's a good thing to go by to keep yourself from becoming the assholes we hunt. And it really is quite simple. You just respond in kind how the person has responded to you. For example, say that I'm not going to say significant other. When it comes to your significant other, friends, you should always have healthy communication. But say your work friend has really started stiffing you with the dishes every day, or really started stiffing you with the last-minute paperwork every day. Now, I'm not going to say to do bad at the job, because you shouldn't. it reflects badly on both of you, not just them. But what I will say is, do it just good enough to keep it above. Don't go above and beyond if you're not being recognized for it. Don't do things to hurt people, but do be firm in what you believe and what you do. Don't let anyone take advantage of you, because trust me, being stuck here for long enough, I'll tell you, in America, if you give them half a chance to take advantage of you, they will. The odds are people will try to hurt you more than they will try to help you. And I'm sorry that that's the way it is. I wish it wasn't that way here. But in 36, almost 37 years now, I can tell you the number of good people I've met, the people that'll go to bat, the people that'll do or die for you. I got one right now. I got one, hands down, that I know that if I need him, he is there. And he's down the hall from me right now. Everyone else, I trust them, I care about them, I do hope and wish them well. But at the end of the day, it's kind of, I don't know how to say that one nicely, but it's kind of a game of, you gotta go with those who've helped you out. You gotta go with those you know you can trust. Because trust me, friend, anybody will pretend to be your friend when you have something they want. The real friends, they're the ones who are there when you got nothing. They're the ones who are offering you the soup. And when you find someone like that, hold on to those people. Those are your true blues. Those are the people that matter. Everyone else matters, y'all. Let's be absolutely clear. I'm not some isolationist asshole. The strength of the wolf is in the weakest wolf. The strength of the pack is in the... that's not the way it is. The strength of the pack is the weakest wolf, and the strength of the weakest wolf is the entire pack. We do good together, and we do our best work together. And that's kind of how we should try to move through life itself completely, is in accordance with the knowledge that we do better when we all make it. That's just, you know, my thing, y'all. And trust me, I don't know any more or any less than any of y'all. Nothing special here. I'm just a guy that observes things and reads books and shit. And does crochet work. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to go check out the festival grounds. Depending on how early I go, we might not have... You know what? We're going to take that. Depending on how early I go, we might not have much to see or report on, because, again, I only interview people who want to be interviewed, and I try my best not to exploit nobody. If I feel that my interview is predatory in nature, I don't. Because, again, y'all, it's fine to laugh with somebody, but I'm going to try my best to make sure that we're not laughing at anybody. Like I said, I'm weird. I'm not perfect, like the description thingy says. I'm learning, same as y'all. And as long as we, you know, be honest and open with each other, only good things will come from it. To quote our very great president, only good, not bad. Only good things. And if you can't tell I was being sarcastic, yeah, our president should have a higher level of vocabulary than that. But we also have the elderliest president we have ever had in all of American history. And yet the Republicans will get upset if you call him a geriatric old man. Even though, you know, Sleepy Joe was like their catchphrase there for a while. But you know how the right is. What's good for thee but not for me. Or good for me, but not for thee. I don't know, y'all. But it's been about an hour, and the console's starting to heat up. I will probably be signing off of here for a little bit, and I'll try to come back, but y'all know how it's been going. When I come back, it'll probably be Soul Calibur, maybe Spider-Man if we can get it back on the console. But we'll find something fun to do, hopefully. And it has been entertaining keeping y'all up with Minecraft. We will continue building on here. It's just a slow build sort of thing. And remember, y'all, the mine shaft that reaches all the way to bedrock has to start at the top of the mountain sometimes. I don't know, y'all. I'm sure I said something fun and catchy through this. Not everything's gonna be gold, you know. But alright, I'll try to come back. If not, I will definitely see y'all tomorrow for another stream. We're playing in the dangerous part of the tower now. Jump! Nah. Bye for now, y'all. And we hope you have a good evening. Bye, y'all. Oh, before I go, special thanks to Jade453 for showing up, and for anyone else that spoke in chat, and all my new subscribers on here and followers. Really appreciate y'all. Just wanted to give you one last shout out. Alright, bye y'all. Appreciate it.